China is still bullish on Bitcoin. Australia adds tax, Buffett misunderstands, Tiger Direct hits 1 million Bitcoin sales, and Potcoin enters the war on drugs. Hello, I'm Jared Kenna, and here's what's happening today in Money and Tech. OKCoin, which claims to be China's largest exchange, has just completed a $10 million Series A, led by some of China's most prominent investors and venture capital firms, who clearly remain bullish on Bitcoin, despite China's recent regulatory crackdown on digital currencies. That said, part of this new investment will be used to help expand OKCoin's operations outside of China, where the landscape and government regulations are more supportive. Also in regulatory news, the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission is investigating whether it has the authority to regulate Bitcoin and other digital currencies under the same rules as commodity markets, and has started with an internal discussion at the staff level, according to Acting Chairman Mark Wetjen. The Australian Tax Office has released a letter with new taxation guidelines to one of its local Bitcoin entrepreneurs, specifying that income and profits derived from Bitcoin transactions are taxable and subject to both the goods and service tax and capital gains tax. Though this may seem like a lot of added bureaucracy, this actually puts Australia on par with Singapore in a rather tolerant stance on Bitcoin, particularly in comparison to the reactions of other governments around the world. And in Mt. Gox updates, a new class action lawsuit was proposed Friday to seek $500 million in compensation for Canadians who had funds lost in Mt. Gox. Both this Canadian lawsuit as well as a class action lawsuit already filed in the U.S. have named the Japanese Mizuho Bank as a defendant for allegedly aiding in fraud by providing banking services to the exchange. During a CNBC interview on Friday, Warren Buffett spoke up once again about Bitcoin, telling people to stay away from it because, quote, "It's a mirage, basically, and the idea that it has intrinsic value is a joke." However, Buffett also demonstrated a fundamental lack of understanding about Bitcoin in his speech, oversimplifying its definition as a method of money transmission and equating it to a check or very fast money order. And Dorian Nakamoto is taking serious steps to deny his involvement in Bitcoin, hiring a lawyer and releasing a statement this morning to clear his name, saying, quote, "I did not create, invent, or otherwise work on Bitcoin. I unconditionally deny the Newsweek report." He adds that this will be his last public statement on the matter, and he asks that others now respect his privacy. In Bitcoin merchant news, Tiger Direct is now the second major online superstore to pass the $1 million mark in total Bitcoin sales, less than 2 months after it started accepting the digital currency with BitPay. Overstock had previously reached that milestone on March 4th. And the Philippines' second largest daily deals site, Metro Deal, is now accepting Bitcoin for its discount vouchers and coupons. The company runs limited time offers in a similar model to US-based sites Groupon and Living Social, and has become widely popular among the Philippines' 33 million active internet users, which would make it a very effective tool for raising awareness and adoption of Bitcoin there. And in emerging altcoin news, 3 developers have created Potcoin, a new cryptocurrency based on Bitcoin that is meant to defy conventional banks, money laundering authorities, and the DEA in order to build out a safer way for marijuana dispensaries to deal with daily transactions. Other new altcoins are experiencing their own growing pains. Litecoin and Dogecoin just saw a recent price slump. Newly announced Spain coin, which has been created to help ease financial woes in Spain, has seen a large uptick in value, while Aurora Coin, the new altcoin intended to help the Icelandic people, is seeing uncertainty before its planned public distribution next week, including some major concerns among Icelandic parliament committees. Dogecoin just set a new record, the largest amount that has been tipped on Twitter, with recent donations in the tens of thousands being sent to tip Doge for campaigns like Doge for Water. Money and Tech attended a recent San Francisco Bitcoin meetup at 20 Mission. We'll have videos from that event available soon, along with more information on today's news stories at moneyandtech.com. I'm Jared Kenna, and this has been Money and Tech's Daily News Update.